What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I know y'all haven't heard from me in a long time about our Midas project. And what have I been doing, you ask? Well, I've been cleaning the channels. I have 25 channels cleaned. And then the balance has to go. So I figured that I would make a video and just show you, here's what we've got left. The two in the foreground are clean. And then I've got this much done. So that much more to go. So we're getting there. But I wanted to show you just a quick video on the mono channel. This is the HS0002. And I just wanted to show you guys what we're up against as far as cleaning goes. And I also thought that I would shoot this POV because there's a number of tricks and just some certain details and things that I would like to just show, and I think that POV is going to be the best way to show those details. So here's what every channel looks like, and pretty much consistently they all look the same as far as just the cleanliness level and the corrosion and things like that. Here are the details of it all. Most of the channels have this level of corrosion like this on there, and basically I've just been cleaning that with WD-40, which I'll show you. This is channel 25 that we're looking at right here. Here's the dust, and the scuff marks that you're seeing up at the top there are mostly from the script slide rail that's up there. So the level of dirt is pretty high. It's pretty dusty. It's pretty gross. As you pull these knobs off, there definitely is a lot of accumulated dust. Some of the things that have been really taking, well, that originally took me a long time, but I've really streamlined are these buttons. This is a good just basic understanding of how dirty they are. This one's pretty gross. I'm hoping that this is showing up on camera. So what I do to start with all of this is I pop all the knobs off and get them soaking in soapy water. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Okay, so we've got the knobs off. Again, I'm just doing some redundancy in the filming here because I'm just trying to show exactly how dirty everything is. A lot of the problems that I'm seeing are around the pot bases here. There's two types of pots that you see. There's this pot that has the shaft here on the outside, and then there's this type of pot that has the it's a bit more on the surface. So these are a little bit easier to lube than these. But again, I just wanted to show you just the detail of the dirt. Again, I apologize for the shaky camera. So we're getting down into the aux section here. So you can see these are pretty gross. Okay, we're gonna get this cleaned up. Okay, so step one of cleaning while our knobs are soaking is I've been taking my multi-purpose super cleaner and just spraying a couple of squirts into the brush here and getting it a little wetter than you might think. I've had a couple of people walk in while I was doing this and they're like, oh my God, that's crazy. That's a lot, but they're all pretty dirty. So zooming in here just to get the buttons clean. I like to flip it just to make sure that we're getting all levels of the buttons. And by levels, I mean sides. So I'm going to just wipe the edge of the table here. I do this between each pass. And that's some of the dirt that came out of that thing. So now I just give it a little spray. Okay. The next step is contact cleaner. Okay. The contact cleaner gives me an idea of which pots are problematic. And actually on this channel, they're not so bad. My next step is I use the same silicone oil that I did on the faders. I just have it in a little needle oiler bottle. And I just put a little coating in here like this. The problem pots have mostly been the direct outputs on the channel. The EQ pots are they're pretty impossible to turn, so I just squirt a little bit of them on there. They're impossible to turn barehanded. Once the knob gets on there, they're okay, so try to just make sure that I give them a very liberal coating of oil. Okay, now that all the pots are oiled, there are certain things that I can see, and occasionally there'll be some substance that oozes out of here, which is, I'm guessing, mostly just the cleaner. But that also oftentimes will get some residue that comes out. There's a lot of dust and lint that'll come out. It comes out just as a little black ball. So what I've been doing is when the oil is on there, I've just been taking a Q-tip and polishing each of the pot shafts here, so that anything that happened to leach out while I was oiling and exercising the pots, I can clean up. Okay, so after they're all cleaned, I like to give them just a little dab of oil, just so that it will, when we flip the channel upright, it will eventually sink down in there just a little bit. So we're going to clean the knob. So truth be told, this is the worst part of cleaning the console. And I'll just show you quickly here how the process works, and then I won't pain you with watching me clean knobs. So hot water. Rinse and repeat. We'll cut to when they're done. Okay, we've got everything, we've got all of our knobs clean. They're just gonna sit there and hang out and dry for a minute. And while they are, we're gonna start cleaning the channel. So what I do is I grab a little bit of our spray wax and I just get in and clean all of the detailed parts of the channel. And you generally get to about midway through the EQ section before it starts to look like that, which is just residual dirt that's left over. All right, after the wax is applied, I just go through with the clean end of the Q-tip and just give it one last little polish. And then for the top, it's a little bit on a cleaning pad. Okay. All right, so to get the knobs on there properly, what I have found is the best way of doing this is if you turn the pot all the way up and you line the indicator of the pot, you can just feel in the splines. Your first instinct is to put it there, but actually you just want to go one step beyond so it looks like that. And then when you put it back to 0, it reads correctly. Most of the pots work in this way. So I've kind of just been sitting at an angle trying to get them in. There they go. All right, so our channel is nice and clean. If you remember, our group section was probably about the grossest part. Very nice and clean now. Here's our gain knobs, or excuse me, our auxes. All right, everybody, here's the clean channel. Thanks for stopping by. The next video, we're going to grab one of the stereo channels, and we'll show you how that works. But thanks for stopping by, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.